Yo, 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 you're what it do, what it does, man. It's your boy OGDEAUX. We back with another video brought to you by Fantastic HipHop today. Shout out Fantastic HipHop, man. He does an amazing job breaking down a lot of the news that comes out in the hip hop world. For sure. Shout out to him for sure. Make sure y'all go over to this channel, man. Show some love, drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment, man. Do the damn thing. Same thing over here, man. If y'all keep coming back, watching, loving the reactions, make sure y'all show some love, drop a sub, drop a like. You know what I'm saying? Help build the channel. Be a part of the OG gang. We would love to have you. We would absolutely love to have you. We appreciate that. But yeah, this one is brought to us by Fantastic HipHop. How Drake just became the biggest joke in hip hop. They said that boy became a Karen. with his recent moves, with the recent freestyle and the stuff he's actually bragging about within that freestyle, which is pretty interesting. I think it's a line about the empire crumbling and how he's pretty much behind it. And you actually put that in your freestyle. I don't know who the hell do that or where that's from or who does that. That is not hip hop. That is hypocrisy. That's buffoonery. That's chicanery. That's that hibbity hoopla. But I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer, man. We're gonna jump right into the video and see what Fantastic HipHop got to say about it. Y'all sit back, relax. While y'all here, man, make sure y'all drop a like. You know what I'm saying? Drop a sub. It's free 99. You ain't gotta do nothing, man. Just drop a sub, show some love. You feel me? It's we'll love to have you a part of this OG game. Make sure y'all definitely join up, man. We a small channel, but we growing. And it only starts with y'all. So I appreciate y'all. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's see what it is and what it ain't. Fantastic HipHop. What you got for us, Brody?
Now, as the new freestyle Drake released is reaching more people's ears both in the hip-hop world and beyond, one thing that has become clear is that with the more attention this song has garnered, and the more people who are hearing Drake's most introspective lyrical performance since going back and forth with Kendrick Lamar during the height of their beef in 2024, beyond the optics and really just flat-out deception of Drake rapping over a beat that would make people who are not fully paying attention to what he is saying think that he is starting to make some sort of a comeback in the rap world, in actuality, as now people have had time to process this record, and from the best rappers in the world to some of the biggest names in the NBA, seeing just how many people Drake was trying to intimidate here, all together with how he tried to convince his rivals that he wasn't the one who lost in this thing, and that also at the end of this,
boy, he's trying to convince his damn self that he didn't lose. Cause we all saw that. We saw that spanking in 4K. 3D, real life, TV, on me. Nah, we saw that in real life, boy. Who you trying to convince? We saw belts of buns in that back and forth. The hell?
all when the truth comes out, he will be the one who is on top. Overall, while Drake coming back into lyrical consciousness has given us a
At the bottom is the top, he on it.
Song that we are at least talking about more than anything else he has released in months. At the same time, delivering a performance like this has allowed Drake's inner thoughts to come out more than we have seen in about a year at this point, and really with the results of this, Drake has just never exposed himself more when it comes to proving on his own account that beyond being one of the most pathetic figures in music today at this point, that he is really one of the biggest jokes of a figure that hip-hop has ever seen. But now, before we go into just how bad the effects of this track are going to end up affecting Drake in the long run, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so now with Drake and this track, when it comes to what this new freestyle that's not actually a freestyle, because you can clearly see him reading off a piece of paper in the video the song was released with.
I thought he was reading off a phone. I think he was trying to give us that Blackberry Drake nostalgia feel with him looking off the phone. But here's the mark. Yeah, it's missed it.
Despite what Drake defenders are trying to say to make any part about this record look like it was a win for him and that he didn't even intend for it to be released. This song releasing directly from producer Conductor Williams definitely was intentional on Drake's end, as putting the song out this way allowed for him to get this new message out without having to go through his own label, who he is of course in a whole other mess with. And on top of that, as this song came straight from one of the most desired to work with producers.
Conductor just worked with, who just dropped the song? Joey Badass just dropped a song with Conductor just recently on the 2nd. I did a reaction to that. Make sure y'all check that out too. And J. Cole done worked with him before too. That's their style of music for sure, for sure. That underground rappers type beat style.
in all of rap music right now, who has also produced multiple major songs for Drake, including the one that was at the center of his last album rollout with none other than 8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Right.
It's pretty obvious to see that the producer who has given out beats to now 3 rappers that have dissed Kendrick Lamar with Drake, Joey, and J. Cole put this song out with Drake's approval. And seemingly with the release of this freestyle, which Drake assumed that because it was coming from a skilled beatmaker who has a lot of respect in the genre, it would give him a much needed win with just that alone. And really what the lesson
We don't give a damn who made your beat. Right now, what people want to hear from you, goofball, is lyrics. What you have to say. What are you actually telling us? Do you got something meaningful to say at this point? Because we all looking at you crazy right now. We don't give a damn who made the beat. It's what you saying on that beat. I mean, me personally, I'm a hip hop fan, so I care about it. But the masses, nah. I don't give a damn who made the beat. That shit could have been made by Mickey Mouse. If you had something to say on it, had something real to say on it, or something worth saying on it, that's what we give a damn about. That's what we want to hear from you. I don't give a damn who put the shit together as far as the beat. Nah, say something. We want to hear something, bro. Want to hear that shit?
that Drake needs to learn from this record, if anything else, is that he needs to stop underestimating the intelligence of the audience. Because really, when you unpack this thing, it becomes clear.
Hey, Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is deep. I can go further, I promise. Nah. But Drake, they're not slow. Kendrick told your ass
that Drake thought he was going to cakewalk his way back into the center of the culture and drop off a mediocre freestyle over a beat that usually underground MCs like to rap over, and that would be enough. But just like other rappers who exploited how low the bar was for quality in the Drake era are now learning, more listeners than ever are fully awake and aware of the content they are digesting, and no longer can these half-baked songs and performances impress majority of the rap world like they once did. And now when it comes to what is at the center of this,
because Kendrick giving real bars, giving real meaningful music and real shit. I mean, he got some songs that's like, yeah, throwaways, but for the most part, the masses waking up from that bullshit rap, bro. We want to actually, like, hip-hop is waking back up. The real hip-hop is waking back up where you actually got to say something, bro. You got to put some real shit together. So the real people who seeing the gimmicks and the bullshit, they're not rocking with that no more like that, bro. You got to come with it.
Song beyond all of the optics that Drake was trying to trick us with in the first place is, unfortunately for Drake, one of the most stubborn and really embarrassing lyrical performances we have ever seen from someone coming off a beef this important, because the more I and so many others continue to read into all of the lyrics Drake is saying here, it just falls apart. And with how bad this song is, it really feels like from Drake we are getting the Heart Part 6 Part 2, because instead of this track doing anything to help Drake's image whatsoever, with one of the most basic and what is becoming one of the most redundant rhyming patterns possible from someone who actually calls themselves an MC, Drake does such things here like flexing the fact that he is suing an entire record label.
This is the craziest thing, though. How you brag. I hate to see the empire crumble on judges' convictions. You're the one you're the one that's got them going through that. And on top of that, you double down and put it in a rap, put it in a song that you, for one, you did the most un-hip-hopish shit, most non-hip-hop move ever. And then on top of that, you rap about it. Boy, is you slow? You double down on that. That's crazy that you double down on that. Boy, your ass is crazy. And you put it in a song. That is crazy work. Ooh, Karen, your ass tripping. That's a Karen move, boy. Your ass tweaked out, boy.
Over the success of a diss song in Not Like Us, and that if it goes in his favor, then Kendrick Lamar and the success he's had and the entire perception of his victory will then be changed. Which now, before we dive into any other part of this track that is getting criticism right now, the fact that Drake really decided to rap about this as a flex is even more anti-hip-hop than him going about the action in the first place. Because while to make these claims is one horrible thing, but then to rap about this within a way like this is a typical thing that rappers say to try and up their competition is a whole other thing. Because seriously, just this whole moment of Drake rapping over a Conductor Williams beat where he is flexing about taking a rap beef to court, I mean, just saying that out loud makes it sound like it's not even a real thing. It is really
That's
that
some
disrespectful to hip hop culture as a whole.
that
Saying
shit
that out loud
crazy
doesn't
work.
even sound real because it is that disrespectful to hip hop culture as a
Exactly.
whole, because it's really just laughing in the face of everything that this art form has ever
Stood
represented.
for.
And I mean, beyond just this, Drake's descent into chaotic delusion does not stop here, because making this even bigger than Drake versus Kendrick Lamar or other rappers for that matter, he of course spends a lot of time on this track reflecting about the pop out and the people who were once his friends that went there. And specifically from this, Drake focuses on calling out both DeMar DeRozan, but in the greater magnitude LeBron James. As from the title of this track, which is mirroring the school LeBron played at, to lyrics in this track which Drake seemingly designed to
I ain't even make that connection. The Fighting Irish, and that's the same team that LeBron played for when he was younger. And he's referencing. Ooh, Drake, you something else. You see all that slick shit. Heavy antics is getting distasteful. This is crazy. This is crazy work, bro, to actually do that. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Boy, you hell, boy. You hell. And on top of that, you got them tattooed on you. Boy, you hell.
To create all of his stands on
Damn.
social media to run around and say that Drake is going to expose LeBron James and all of the truth that we don't know about him to the public because LeBron chose Kendrick over him. And now with the biggest thing Drake has achieved with this track being that he has rallied his fan base into all thinking that he is going to expose LeBron James's hidden past. I mean, again, when you say these things out loud, it's not just laughable that this is where we are at, but again, Drake is so desperate to make any sort of moment in these songs that he's leaving lyrics that will then bait his fans to try and start these mass movements where they want to take people like LeBron down. And what's most funny about this all is that when it comes to Drake's entire ethos as a rapper, it has fallen apart more than ever because of things like these. Because while Drake is dissing LeBron and trying to code this entire track to be some sort of a warning to him, no matter how much Drake tries to make LeBron look terrible, is he forgetting that he's also the guy who has the tattoo of LeBron on his arm? Which, funny enough, tying the title back to LeBron even more, it is the artwork of when LeBron was in school with the jersey that this song is seemingly titled after. So again, when we break this down, we see why so many people are losing respect for Drake even more than they already have. As his biggest move is now trying to bait us into thinking a guy who he has a tattoo of on his arm is bad. Again, while Drake thinks he's making power plays, he is just making himself look weak and guilty, because how can you diss a guy the way he is if you literally permanently placed an image of him on your arm? I mean, it's just all so pathetic. And for the people who are defending Drake and saying that anything he does from this point forward is just gonna get criticized no matter what he does, that's just not true, because Drake could have really...
It's about what he does. He can do whatever the hell he want to do, but it's about what he's doing in these moments. The suing, the dissing LeBron, the shit at the game with DeRozan, he trying to punk him, calling him a pussy under your breath. Bro, DeRozan will beat, just off stature-wise. I know the size really don't matter, no diddy, when it comes to like big nigga fighting little nigga, but DeRozan is an athlete, bro, in the best shape of his life. Your ass sit around and gamble and drink all damn day. But he will mop the floor with your goofy ass. You tweaked out with that. It's the stuff that you do, bro. In the midst of this, that's why we're looking at you crazy. If you just need to go somewhere and go sit down behind the bleachers while the game's just going on, and then go into the bleachers and go write some real shit. Get with your ghostwriters, write some real shit, bro, and come back with something fire. Let us miss you for a minute. You keep lingering around with weirdo shit. Now we're just looking at you more and more crazy. That's the damn problem.
Tried to write something about how it really feels to not just lose, but to also lose people who he thought were his friends. And if this performance was genuine and emotional, people would have resonated with it because it would feel relatable, but again, with the arrogance and delusion that Drake keeps living in here. For the people who have not continued to support him as his music has declined year over year and he has just gotten more immature in the process, this song is just impossible to connect with because he's telling us about stories and moments that he is trying to put in one way. But the reality we have all seen from our own eyes just a few months ago is completely different. And I really feel like what Drake was trying to do here was make his Blueprint 2-like moment, which is what Jay-Z did after he lost the Nas beef, with a self-titled track from his album of the same name where Jay addressed the beef after having the biggest stain on his career from Nas handing him an L. But now the difference is between Drake and Jay is that while both of them lost, even in the Blueprint 2 song, Jay managed to somehow turn his L into an ego boost that pushed him into the next era of his career, and with Jay never backing away from what made him successful in the first place after he lost, it only pushed him to make more hit songs and drop more music that still reached the status quo of what people wanted to see from him. And meanwhile with Drake, from running away from everything he has ever stood for, to staying in this world of delusion where now this hole he has put himself into is so deep that he is now just responding to disses from songs Kendrick released months ago. And somehow with his responses being so bad that now he's only validating Kendrick's claims further and further.
Facts.
Overall, Drake has really just never made himself look like a bigger joke than with this song. And if this is the moment that is starting off his 2025,
you about to have a long year.
And really now the bar for him is releasing songs that are the equivalent to The Heart Part 6 even all of these months after the shock and chaos that Kendrick Lamar caused. As now from Kendrick Lamar to the West Coast to now people like LeBron are all left laughing at Drake for just clapping back to them in some of the strangest, most delusional, and really just anti-hip-hop ways possible. Well, really everything for Drake is just looking terrible, and somehow when it seemed like things couldn't get worse as he closed out 2024 doing everything that just signaled against hip-hop as a whole in its very principle, the worst part about this all is that Drake is now running back into the center of the genre with the same principles that he had on his stream with Aiden Ross, or when he decided to shock everyone by taking a rap beef to a place that no one ever has, and
the courts. Not the basketball courts. You took this shit to court. Yo ass tweaked out, boy. That's not hip hop. That's hypocrisy. That shit crazy. That's blasphemy, chicanery, bamboozleness. Weirdo
because
shit.
of all of this. What is clear is that things are only going to get a lot stranger this year from Drake, because if this is how he's trying to enter a new year where he did just say it was going to be a new season for him and therefore give him a chance to take the top spot in the rap game once again, if this was the best idea he had to start off this new era, I don't even think we want to know how bad whatever else he has planned may be. And so now with all of this said, let me know, how do you feel about this new song from Drake, and beyond it as a piece of music, the message and type of thought process Drake is showing that he is only going to be leaning further and further into within this new year? Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And now, if you want to see my lyric by lyric break,
that's the problem. Like, for real, I don't think Drake just really got people around him that's like, hey, bro, you might not want to do that, gang. Like, you might want to just chill out. Not even. I think that's the real issue. He got a bunch of yes men around him, bro, just letting him do some dumb shit because he got the money and he paying them, so they don't want to speak up and tell him no. And this is what you get: goofy behavior, weirdo shit. This one it, bro. And then that song looked like it was done months ago, maybe, because it still had. Well, I can say months ago, but done some time ago because it still had the braids. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this wasn't even nothing fresh that he just got off his chest just to start the year off with. He had this tucked and thought he was gonna come back with that and drop that shit, and everybody gonna be like, okay, Bill, no, bro. Your ass looking more and more goofy. You trying to expose nigga you got tattooed on you. Then you responded to some shit that happened months ago. Yeah, it's still going on, but now you trying to respond to that shit on another. Man, it's just too late for that. Go missing, go hiding. Like we said, go behind the bleachers with your pen and pad, not even pen and pad, with your BlackBerry or iPhone notes, and go write something, bro. Just go missing. Let people miss you for a little bit. Then pop out with that sound, with that work. But right now, bro, every move you making, every antics is getting distasteful. Your ass is moving goofy. But that's it for the video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all drop a sub, drop a comment, drop a like. You know what I'm saying? Show love to the channel, bro. We trying to build. We would love to have you a part of this OG gang. Let me know what y'all think, though. Is Drake looking like the Karen in hip-hop right now with the moves he trying to do with the Fighting Irish shit? Trying to expose LeBron. Somebody want to tarnish his public image or some shit about his public image. And the whole suing and this track, like, Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all feel. Y'all know the slogan, man. Y'all boys be cool. How y'all be cool? Make sure y'all tell somebody you love them. Other than that, stay safe, stay dangerous. Till next time, we'll catch y'all on the next live. Y'all be easy. OG gang out.